Okay, so I already started this. But, it's Yuri's birthday for this one. And the question of, do I want to hear more of Alejandro Saab?
Nailed it.
It's not really a question.
Got it. Wow.
Oh, the existence quest was one.
If I established a monopoly on tea, I imagine I'd see no end to the gold. Ah, never mind me. Wow.
Okay, what does he like again? I mean, the owl feather is basically free for everyone, but, I have it written down here somewhere. I do not have, oh yes I do, but,
You really know what I like, don't you?
ugh, sir, ugh.
Cool. Thanks for the treat, friend. Let's do this again sometime, yeah?
Why is he so fucking pretty? God.
Let's go. Indeed. Amazing.
Good. There's no support between them,
Each new
so...
experience is an ask. Got it. Good to go.
Am I making progress?
It's starting to take shape.
Hope this is good for something. One step before the next step. Not as hard as I thought. Impressed yet?
Itchier. Alright. Let's take a look-see. Not yet, okay. How much, what level is this? Level 9. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Meh. We're gonna do these 2 quests. I think side stuff doesn't start until next month. Right. I find it funny how Dimitri's family name is associated with a dog when his house is associated with cats. I need to remember that I gotta put Hoppy in the mage class because she doesn't have that yet. I don't think. Hang on. Nope, she doesn't. Doesn't really need that. Okay. We will want to bring Happy with us on the mission. You'll see why when we get there. Can I do a reclass on her right now? No, I can't. Can I not grab the skill I wanted? I gotta push her through this anyways. I'll check again later. Yes, start the battle. Thank you. I did do some alterations to everybody. Forgot she could use swords in this form too.
Ready.
I should probably fix that and give her sword at some point.
I am
Oh,
Ferdinand
I
von
forgot to
Heine.
boost his.
I'll give it my all.
Sally forward.
Sure thing.
So when I'm doing level grinding, normally I don't take more than like 2 or 3 characters, which honestly actually makes it go faster.
I'm on it.
Because I'm focusing on the units.
I'll cut through. I'll go.
Stay focused.
Do I use a net? Not regularly. Am I leveling them up anyways for right now? Yes. Once we get into the second part of the game, you'll be seeing a lot less of the level grinding or I'll be doing a lot less level grinding for characters. These are church soldiers. They're not.
I like how.
Oh no, there are thieves in this. Okay. There is a reason why I have Ash as a mounted unit. And it is entirely because it's better that way. So here's a fun thing. So over to the creator. Whack.
I'm surprised.
I'm gonna move the boys out of the way. Never mind. I have to keep Dimitri right here. I want to turn animations on briefly for Byleth so you can actually see how the Sword of the Creator works.
I'm.
It detaches.
Another
Which is really fucking cool. I also need to... Yeah, I'm a priest right now, so... I need to get... This takes a lot... By the way, this does take a lot of fucking grinding. Turn animations back off. To get the job skills. I just want to unlock them now. Getting Dimitri, the Paladin class skill, is on my list of things I have to get done because I don't have it yet. Probably putting her right in range of a fucking archer right now, but...
Knew you could do it.
Yep, totally am. Back to the side. Gotta hurry and fix that so that Ingrid does not get destroyed by an archer. Because as we all know, anyone who's played a Fire Emblem game knows, flying units are weak to archers. But
My
like he missed. Or he was using a skill and missed. Still missed.
I'll never be satisfied. A bit more.
I do need to work on his bows. I have never once sent Yuri down the assassin's path, but I've heard that's extremely good for him, and to do that I need to have him skilled with bows.
I guess I...
Alright, we only have a few more left to move. The problem with the Sword of the Creator is wow, brain, is that it only has 20 uses. So I do not have the materials to fix it yet.
Quite helpful. I'll go. I'll cut through.
Because those are kind of a pain to find. I'm also going to point out that again, Constance, Balthus, and Happy all have supports with house leaders. Yuri does not. Both he and Happy are from the kingdom.
I'll never be satisfied.
But Happy is the only one who has a support with Dimitri. Meanwhile, Balthus has one with Claude, and Constance has one with Edelgard, if you're following Edelgard's path. The biggest problem we really have with this game is very simply that there aren't a lot of battle maps. Like, for example, we just did a fight on Magrid Way. I can't really get much further with Felix and Annette's support because it's an A. We have the A rank. So I want to at least get Ash and Catherine's C rank. I think I'm going to go Ash and Marianne as endgame for that, because I like that one. Either that or Ash and Petra. I do not remember what I was planning for this. I do know I want to do Linhart with Lysithea when I get her. Ferdinand and Dorothea, because I am an unabashed Dorothea shipper. I am not ashamed to admit that. Should maybe switch someone out for a bit. Could kick myself out of the team because I don't need to use Byleth right now. Again, the whole reason why I'm not giving Felix one. Ooh, that's right, the Immortal Core is really fucking good. But right now, we're gonna do Nouvelle Flyers. That is from Constance. Constance, Balthus, Happy, and Yuri. When they hit level 20, you can use the seals they came with. The Abyss seals. The Abyss certification seals? Hi, Bug. To promote them to what their quote-unquote actual classes are. Yuri's requires Thief. So that's why he's taking the Thief path. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to do that right away because I want to get them... Like, I need to switch Constance to... Where's my brain? To Priest because I want... Most of my mages I want to get... Hang on. This. The only way to get that is to play as a, is to put them through the Bishop class. Life Taker on Linhardt, there's only one, that is Dark Bishop, and that is what you get for the Dark Seal. It's not great on anybody, except for Hubert. Basically, it gives you another type of reason magic to use, and he doesn't even have a good pool of that. It gives you what the dark magic from that Happy uses. And honestly, Hubert, who already kind of uses it, is pretty much the best option. Replenishing battalions just it works the same way as in the town, so. I'm glad they give us a shop before.
Sure thing.
Sally forth.
The stage starts. I'm not gonna lie, Balthus does kind of look stupid in the grappler outfit. Oh, what is he doing?
That's life.
I don't think the distribution for Wuqin is done yet. So the funniest part of Balthus's class, and by that I mean it's basically their classes from Cindered Shadows.
Ready.
I have to get Dorothea before a certain point though, so if she keeps refusing me, then I'm gonna have to resort to a drastic measure.
I'll give it my all.
Because I don't have the choice of
I'll cut through.
kind of skipping over getting her.
I'm on it.
Because she is one of the best options for later class that we can get. I used Flame the first time I got that. That wasn't the best idea, but it worked. I will freely admit it actually worked. Marianne is one of the best options for a Levin sword. Her reason is not high enough for me to actually put her in the mage class. As for why I don't build Balthus for the War Master, it's because I don't use Balthus. I actually don't. Out of the 4 of them, Balthus is the one I don't end up using. What is his D+? So I can't cheese this at all with Yuri because, again, I've not put him through the bow classes. So I do like how he calls Constance Shady Lady, though. Because it is actually really... It's mean, yes, but... Yeah, it fits. So, because it's always dark in Magdred Way, Constance is inside Constance.
Why, thank you so much. I am grateful.
So the reason why Constance kind of has a split personality is, of course, is trauma from the fall of her family.
I have gratitude.
I did boost Yuri. I also did change which, the stable duty. I should probably put him on, Bow and Faith. Just because his other class, the class that he has in Cinder Shadows, is... a moving heal is basically a healer.
All thanks to you.
Cool, I got his budding talent.
This is just the beginning.
Neat. So, I want to point out something funny. Constance has a budding talent in punching. And, Happy has one in axes. I do need to fix something with Happy, though. I do need to get her lance skill up higher.
Thanks for...
Maybe not.
Thanks for...
So, it is possible to go from 2. Also, Cyril is still level 9. I'll fix that probably next month. But, yeah, he's not gonna probably be used very much. I still am gonna level him up because I don't want a level 9 character in the second part of the game. Who has budding talent that I haven't worked on yet? that isn't Felix, who really doesn't like what his budding talent is in. I have to do the same thing with Dorothea later. But... one interesting thing about Petra is she does have a high flying skill, so you could very easily turn her into a wyvern rider.
You are giving me praise? I will get more.
So there's a funny way to get from half to full. And it's if they fail and you pick the right option, and then they get perfect. See, Felix and Dew are some that don't go up to a higher point. Who is texting right now? Probably.
You know what? I'll try
Like that. Because. And I just kind of picked without thinking, so.
Professor.
I mean, it's the exact same thing I've asked him to study anyways, so. Oh. Neat.
Hey, Professor.
Oh
did
yeah,
I
this.
Tell you what happened with...
So, Ash's story is talking about a thief that stole a book.
Thanks.
Amazing, no?
I usually try to class Ferdinand into a great knight if I'm using him.
There's so much left to learn.
Guess I'm still growing.
I think it's coming along.
I can really do this.
So one thing you do want to have with Marianne is you want riding and lance, because otherwise you cannot class her into a holy knight.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Impressive. Thanks.
So we're going to do a quick run around the monastery because I want to show what we got. I also want to show something important. And it's going to be a huge spoiler for Cindered Shadows, but... Oh, Fish of Mystery, huh? Shit, I think because that's a really good one. It's just really fucking hard to get right now. I forgot to come down here.
Elfric used to use his position in the church to look out for Abyss. He basically set this whole place up for us. Then some scandal or other forced him out. Gotta wonder what got the church so riled up.
So, there's a bit of an interesting backstory behind Elfric.
I know you've got one of those.
Also,
Oh, you found it, huh? I've been looking everywhere for that. Thanks.
yeah. Elfric is a character from Cindered Shadows. I'm trying not to spoil. He was in love with Byleth's mother Citri, but she was not interested in him. After she died, he found... So, this isn't canon to the main story. Her body, it was put below the monastery. Where's the nuts? Oh, he's up there. First, we're gonna go get costumes back for that for stuff.
My misgivings to the bandits. The matter I grant that, but I fear that if far. Yes.
Nice. So, Citri wasn't interested in him because she was interested in Geralt. Oh, okay. It's not worth cultivating if it's not going to give a higher yield. I'm just going to say that. So that is the Fish of Mystery. But at this level of... Anyway, this is one thing I want to show. The Eastern and Southern merchants. The Eastern merchant is...
This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This
one
one,
of the
yes?
most important because
I
he
think this one, yes? I think
gives
this
us
one,
bait.
yes? I think
Every month I would stock
Return
up on
soon,
bait.
please.
After a while I had too much though.
Welcome.
This guy
You have a good eye.
will give us the gifts, seeds, and also poultry and wild game.
Come again.
So we can get stuff from him. He offers the bait, some smithing stones and black sand steel, teas, and more present stuff. More of the presents. I think they only buy the stuff they sell though.
Welcome.
So if you want to sell normal stuff, you have to go back to
This one?
back to the regular shops.
Thank you. This one?
We don't need these ever
Thank
again,
you.
so I'm gonna get rid of them. So these Abyssian exam passes are
Please come
are
again.
from the Ashen Wolves.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I
So
think
I am
this
gonna
one,
buy.
yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think 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 this one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
I'm gonna mute for myself because, good God, hearing them say that multiple times drives me bonkers.
A pleasure. You have a good eye. You have a good
Every
eye.
month these will
You
restock.
have a good eye. You 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 have a good eye. A pleasure doing business. Come again.
So after... There is no point to actually keep the goby or the crayfish. The only person who likes the crayfish food is Anna. So it's really not worth it.
I'm so sorry. Don't misunderstand. I can't wait to see his...
And you do want to bring Sylvain to this
Oh, that...
just because it is... there is a line of dialogue between him and Miklon,
Professor.
and you also get some more interesting story.
How are you managing the Sword of the Creator? No, not used to it. Take it outside.
I did not know he said it. He said that. I forgot which one was the right answer. Oh well, it happens. And he can't use Divine Pulse outside of the battlefield.
Hi.
Don't you think maybe he's Oh, that's Mark.
And then the last item is Felix's. One thing to always make note of is where you find items.
Have you seen a man? That's mine.
Try and remember who is standing there. Also, I'm not gonna try and recruit anybody, because there's not a point. Once you've tried for the month, you cannot try again. So, at this point, this is a stupid idea for me to be trying. And I doubt I'm gonna get it to pop up anyways. But we may actually also be able to see what happens when you fail. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Stupid practice. Whatever. Stupid Animal Crossing instincts. Or rather, any other kind of instinct. Ooh, missed it. Redfish. I mean, at this point, getting the goldfish on the blowfish bait would have gotten me a platinum if I'd perfected that. If I'd gotten that. There is a big way to get professor levels, which is why I didn't max out my professor level earlier. I could do that, because I have enough renown and I've maxed it out every other time. But I'm not gonna. Because I want to show off that last part. That big thing. It is only after chapter 6, but we'll go into that when we get there. It is after next chapter, actually. Yeah. Okay, it wasn't the blowfly, it was the other one that I don't remember the name of. You're more likely to catch it on the higher, to get the rainbow on the higher ranked baits. I'm not going to do this much longer, because I did not get what I was looking for. We're done. Now we're just going to do a meal. What is special today?
My favorite meal at my...
Wow.
I think, I don't know for certain, but I think that, where's my brain? This is Sylvain Mercedes is another one I really like, but because I'm pairing Mercedes with the
Yeah, you just get it.
This is my...
Oh.
Scampered up to me, hopped in my lap. I was looking forward to that sandwich all morning. Why'd you suck?
It's not a problem, is it? Figured I'd get one out for the both of us.
Oh, I see.
Oh, why not try taking it?
I tried that once. It went okay.
Right. Guess they're too similar
I'm pretty bored right now, but I don't yawn very often, to be honest.
because you sleep when the sun goes down. And
Yep, that's been my routine for a while now. It's easier than contending with a full day of boring stuff.
come on, everything has its quirk.
Really.
You really aren't all that different, you know.
Quiet. Don't pretend you can see. This pointless chatter has made me even hungry.
Just wanted the gal to. She's
So Happy has an issue where if she sighs, a monster comes out. As for what monsters are, we'll see that in a minute.
This is boring. Mind if I...
You know I won't care. Night watch or not, it's still just for training purposes. Though, you'd likely get in trouble if someone sees you catching this.
You wouldn't wake me if someone was here?
Your call.
You're being so quiet, Yuri Bird. Say...
I don't always fill the void with my voice, you know. Sometimes it's pleasant to just enjoy the quiet and stargazing.
No thanks. Stargazing is a waste.
See that one? That's star. That's called the Blue Sea Star. Wait, no, hang on.
You don't know the first thing of...
Never, no.
Well, the blue sea... Sometimes you can't see it at all.
Interesting.
You might have to...
Let's see, What? I'm serious.
I'm surprised you know so little about stars. I thought you knew...
What do you think I am? The goddess herself? There's plenty I don't, but I'm always aiming to learn more. So, come on then, Happy. Teach me.
That'll be a pain for...
As painful as sitting here idling, clearly you know quite a bit about them. Teach me.
Fine, fine. Your other north. See that star?
I do like how Yuri and Happy can be idiots together. That is probably one of the funniest parts. To me, because those two are just dumb together sometimes.
This is my delicious.
One thing I am gonna wait on is to get Yuri and Bernadetta's support, because you need to have, to get the context of it, you need to get Dorothea's with her.
I used to love the.
I've eaten many meals in my time.
My two favorite boys. Who's missing? Cyril and Marianne. I don't know if there's something they both like. Oh, and Petra. Well, we'll grab that.
This is so... I would be liking that...
Alright. I have time for one more, so we'll grab Ash and Marianne, and we'll do that. And then next episode...
This looks delicious.
I like this...
we'll be doing... Well, hey, I leveled up, which means I can do another adjunct, which will be nice. Next episode, we'll be finishing up this chapter. Oh. First, we gotta get Yuri's support.
Hey, friend. Thanks for joining me when I had to deal with that mess a while
Yes, I
ago.
must have gotten to C rank.
You
back
were a
when I
real
first
help.
recorded.
I wouldn't say you fully earned my trust, but you've earned something for sure. I owe you. I can't not worry about it. I don't like owing
I
people.
love his expressions.
Guess I'll just have to surprise you someday. I was just rummaging through what we recovered from the Scorpions, and I stumbled across something pretty special to me. was under lock and key, so those thugs probably thought it was something of high value. The Elder gave it to me when I was small. Losing it really got me where it hurts. I guess it couldn't hurt to tell you about it. Can't quite remember how old I was, but my mother had taken in an elderly man wandering the town. He was worse for wear, could barely even walk. She nursed him back to health under our humble roof. In return for her kindly gesture, he taught me to read and write. This notebook is a relic of those times. Not too long after that, I came down with a terrible illness. We had no money to speak of, so a doctor's visit was out of the question. My mother went everywhere asking for help, to no avail. And then the Elder stepped in and saved me. I don't know how he did it, or what it was he did. Long since passed on. Natural causes. I believe it happened shortly after he cured me. My illness, it turns out, was part of a larger plague that swept through our village. So many died. And there I was, having escaped death by some strange luck. I felt grateful. And helpless. So little Yuri figured it would be his mission to help. However I could. Not necessarily. The streets are filled with kids who have no homes, no food. So many dying of disease. I figure, if I can save... It's a small dream, but it's one I hold. When I recruit my people, it's to that end. To give them a home. Yeah? Well, thanks. Despite what you now know about me, I'm
And
still
you can get
the
a boost with it, some of his,
Thank
too.
you for getting that. I do what I have to. Whether people view it as fair. The way I see things, the goddess gave me 2 gifts. That's been gift enough to get in with slimy noble. Of course. Once I used a clever name, and my charms. Yet another time, I took a name befitting the kingdom that landed me. That's how I've gotten this far and earned my fortune. As though I tell you, Frank.
Alright.
My thanks.
We're gonna stop there. I'll explain Yuri's situation when we get to a specific side story. Excuse me. But right now we're gonna end this because it's almost 50 minutes and I don't want to keep recording. So I will be back in just a moment. Well, I'm gonna keep recording, but not this video. I will be back when next episode to start the brain, the final, the actual mission this chapter. Sorry, my brain likes to hate. My brain hates me.